We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Oakland A's and the Sky Sox. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Trevor Bauer, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you want to know if this guy's one of the better pitchers in the league? Well, how about this? Batters are hitting under 200 against this guy for the year, so he's done a good job against both righties and lefties. And I'm looking for him to be just as dominant in this one.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First offering on its way. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
7-11.
The windup and the 0-1. And now look out as Ed runs in and gets him, and a very interesting start to this one.
Man, not sure if he was trying to send a message early in the game or what, but I sure hope this doesn't carry over to the rest of the game. Sometimes things like this early in the game really sets the tone for problems later, but I hope that's not the case.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch coming. Here it is. Bauer has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact. And a dive, but he's back in. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Roll, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
3-1 now as that misses down and in.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
Skied into straightaway right. Dickerson's there. 1 down.
Batting third, the shortstop, Marcus Semien.
Stepping in, Marcus Semien. Only 1 hit for him in his last 4 ball games. He's set. Here it comes. Knuckle curve breaks outside for ball 1. Here's a look over to first. A dive, but he's back. Laureano stands at first with 1 out. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he misses 2-1. There goes the runner. High and deep down the left field line. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
I don't even think I need to look in the dugout on this one. I think it's safe to assume he's going to be running. Too good a hitter at the plate not to think he's going to put the ball in play.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Striding in for Oakland, Matt Olson, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here comes the first pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runners are able to move up.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
2 men on, 2 out, and striding into bat next, it'll be Mark Canha. He's set and the pitch. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1. That misses. 2-0. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Knuckle curve and a beauty. 2-1 now. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. A's strand a couple. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Frankie Montas gets the ball for Oakland in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Boy, talk about a guy that's hard to score off of. Last 3 starts, an ERA of under 1. So if you think you're going to score a lot of runs off this guy, you better get him early, because once he settles in, he's awfully tough. And Matty V, this is one of the top pitchers in the sport right now.
Digging in now, Michael Lorenzen. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch on the way. Slapped hard the opposite way. Piscotty is there to put it away for out number 1. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Mark, what needs to happen for them to get out of this rut?
Well, Matty, the one thing that jumps off the page at me is the fact that this team leads the league in doubles, putting themselves in scoring position time and time again. Instead of having to get a few knocks, 1 base hit gets you right back in the ball game. This offense creates a lot of opportunities.
No balls and a strike to count. The numbers coming in: 278 the average, 7 homers, and 28 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And quickly there are 2 away.
Batting third, the third baseman, Anthony Rendon.
Coming to the plate now, Anthony Rendon. His prior history versus this arm, he's 1 for 5. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Starts things with a splitter outside for ball 1. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Hey, Matty V, this has been a good division so far. And hey, Dero, even though their lead isn't as big as it once was, they're playing some good baseball, and they'd love to carry this into a strong month of May.
Yeah, they find themselves sitting in first place after April. I'm telling you, that's all you can ask for in this game. I know it's a long season, a lot of games left to be played, but they find themselves in a nice spot.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Matt Chapman. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch coming. Here it is. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Now a foul tip straight into the catcher's glove, and he's able to hang on to record the first out of the inning.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. The average coming in 257, 10 home runs and 29 driven in. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location no matter how hard you're throwing.
Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball that misses. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Steven Piscotty.
So that'll bring up Steven Piscotty. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And this one's over for a high strike. 1-1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Offered it a low one there, but came up empty. Shaw trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. No score here as we play inning number 2. 3 balls and 2 strikes for Stephen Piscotty.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
And it's fouled away.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks and bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Into the box now, Austin Allen. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Now batting, number 22.
Standing in now, Ramon Laureano. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. The 1-0.
At the ball.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
The set and the 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
That one's in there, 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
2 down, runners at first and second. 3-2 to the A's center fielder.
Okay.
Swing and a miss on the knuckle curve, and the inning is over. A's strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
The catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-1.
The 1-0 is low and outside for a ball.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. Piscotty looks up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Standing in, Mike Yastrzemski, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. First delivery to him on the way. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Fastball got him looking, as that had two-seam action on it. One gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
In now, Luke Voigt. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. The average sitting right at 270 on the year. 9 homers and 29 driven in. The 1-0 home. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
The second baseman,
and here's the second generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First offering on its way. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, DeShields is a batting line residing in the 230s.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
On the year, DeShields is carrying a slugging percentage under 350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. Swung on and missed. That strike 2.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
Gets dirty and gloves it. The throw to first. What an outstanding play to end the inning. They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty to take us to break. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Top of the third set to get underway. Digging in for his second at-bat, Chad Pinder. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now here's the pitch. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So with 1 away, a couple of teams out of the AL West doing battle in this one. So let's check out where they sit in the standings entering play here today. Now Now at the plate, Marcus Semien. He drew a walk his first time up. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Nope. Ball one.
The 1-0. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Kiermaier giving chase. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings in the big power hitting first baseman Matt Olson. And the pitch. Knuckle curve down below the knees. 1-0. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Olson is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Matt Olson has just clubbed a milestone home run of sorts. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, obviously, it's not easy hitting home runs, Matt, especially at this level. 100 home runs is nothing to scoff at, so I'm sure he'll be proud of this accomplishment when he gets to really think about it after a game, and you know he'll want that ball to hold on to.
So now it's Mark Canha
The designated hitter.
as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Oh, and that ball's absolutely crushed down the line. Forget about it. That's going to stay fair and make it back-to-back home runs. It's a solo shot for Mark Canha. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and the A's have grabbed a 2-1 lead.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Lifted down the line in left. And no one will track it down. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The A's lead this one 2-1. Leading off the inning, Bo Bichette, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Not what he wanted to do there with the slider, as it misses well above the zone. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Fielded cleanly. And there's out number 2.
The batter, the designated hitter, Michael Lorenzen.
Digging in to try it again. Michael Lorenzen hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
The 1-0 home is swung on and missed. Strike 1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first 2.
And that misses. 2-2.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the back door a little bit, he would have picked up.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Stepping into the box, Chris Davis. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Chris Davis.
Here it comes. Right there for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now. Good waist pitch. 1-2. Here it comes. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd, with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
The batter, the right fielder.
At the plate, Stephen Piscotty. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Kiermaier's got a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Up next for Oakland, the catcher, Austin Allen.
Coming to the plate now, Austin Allen. He reached on a single in his first try. Now here's the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. Now a slider well off the plate, an easy take there.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
Outside and low, 3-0.
Hey, after those two breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Ready for another shot now, Ramon Laureano. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Two and 0. Two runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Fouled away. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1 left for Oakland. They still lead it 2-1. In now, Corey Dickerson. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Corey Dickerson.
Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Laureano is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Anthony Rendon.
Stepping in, Anthony Rendon comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. Two balls and no strikes to Anthony Rendon.
2-0.
Now the 2-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
High in the air out to center field. Laureano is there. 2 gone.
The kicker, number 28, Yasmani Grandal.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches. Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. All ready to go in the top of the fifth. Striding into the box, Chad Pinder. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he lays off for ball one. Hit back up the middle. And this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That long dart felt so good.
Oh, Dio, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
To the plate now, Marcus Semien, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. Two batters, two base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just...
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Danny Duffy comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. Into the box now, Mark Canha. Slapped hard the opposite way. Dickerson is there, and he'll bring this one in. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he chased one there as this is bounced to short. And that's through for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And it's a 4-1 game.
The left fielder, number 2, Chris Davis.
Chris Davis next to bat as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Duffy has compiled over 1,100 innings of work over his major league career and has an ERA just under 4, a respectable number that he'd like to improve upon in this one. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
The 2-1 home. High and deep to right center. Looking up is Dickerson. Gone. So a 3-run shot to right center field. Number 11 for him on the season, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, D-Row. The hitter's on point. The pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate. And this offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0.
That's ball 2.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
Still only 1 out in the inning. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. And the payoff pitch. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the 2nd out. Ready once again, Austin Allen. It was a walk in his last trip.
Austin Allen.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside.
Hey, a changeup can be a pretty good pitch on the first pitch. Kind of slow down a good fastball hitter.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Here now the 2-2. On the ground to the left side. Fielded by Rendon. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. But not before 5 crossed the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. The A's lead it 7-1. So striding forward now, Mike Yastrzemski, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, and a borderline call, Matty. I don't know. I got to feel like he's got to build a rapport with this umpire, this AB. See how far he'll go in or out. He can't allow himself to go down looking again.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
1-1 the count now.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
If he's able to locate that two-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might have been foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good looking swing.
At the plate now, Luke Voigt. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here it comes, 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1. A runner at second, nobody out. And ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2. Left side. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dealer, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Into the box, Delino DeShields. As he'll take a look at ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. First and second here with nobody out. 3-2.
Good pitch, and I think he locked him up, but he wasn't rewarded for it this time.
The 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. Another full count pitch home. Now a flare out to left center. And that's going to fall for a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. That makes it a 7-2 game.
The batter, number 11. Shortstop, Bo.
Stepping in now, Bo Bichette. As he lifts it in the air to right field. Piscotty's there for it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Into the box, Kevin Kiermaier. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn two with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
A ball and a strike now. 1-1 home. Chopper to short. Throw gets him 2 down.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
So digging in now, Michael Lorenzen. He lined out his first time around and then went down on strikes last time up. From the stretch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
I love the aggressive approach at the plate, but if you're not seeing the ball, maybe you have to take a step back. You find yourself with 2 strikes, absolutely battling for your life right now.
Hit in the air to shallow center. Simeon onto the grass, and he makes the catch as just the 1 run comes across in the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. 5 innings complete. The A's lead this one 7-2. Top half of the 6th about to get started. Digging in, Ramon Laureano. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Right side hit hard. It's flagged down deep in the hole. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now that
Good range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
So 1 gone for the A's in their half of the 6th. And up next, the ever versatile Chad Pinder. First pitch of the at-bat.
0-1.
The 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair.
When the guy on the mound has complete command of his off speed, especially his changeup, sometimes as a hitter you just have to give up pull side to stay on it.
The 1-2.
Ball 2.
High and deep down the left field line. And that's going to land foul. The 2-2 one more time. And another foul ball. The 2-2. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Yeah, it was a great battle there, and he was 1 strike away from putting him away. As a pitcher, you hate to put a guy on for free after all that work.
Settling in now, Marcus Semien. He enters this at bat 1 for 2 with a walk. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Runners on first with 1 down. Swing and a liner. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. It looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
And that'll bring up Matt Olson. Here comes the first pitch. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. Hit softly down the line at first, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. A runner on first with 2 away. Just hung in there on that one. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
But this will find the shortstop's glove for the 3rd out of the inning. The A's strand 1. They're on top 7-2. Digging in, Corey Dickerson. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Count now a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
1-2.
Not too many guys taking the mound today with this good a split. Look at the downward action on that thing. It's falling off the table.
Davis is after it. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First delivery to him on the way. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And here is strike 3 called on the fastball. Looked to be about eye level, but it's out number 2 instead.
I think we're starting to see the frustration mount from this offense. It's been a pretty dominant performance on the mound, and these hitters have had no answer for anything he's throwing up there. That will wear on you if it lasts throughout most of the game like it has here.
And here's the switch hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. 0-1 the count. And now pitch on the way. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. A little bit outside. 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get to count your favorite and swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Pat Venditti is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Now the A's designated hitter, Mark Canha.
Leading off for the Athletic, the designated hitter, Mark Canha.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
How about it? Third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Now at the plate, Matt Chapman. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. 1 out, nobody on. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Soft liner to the right side, and this will get taken in at first for the 2nd out of the inning.
Up next for Oakland, the left fielder, Chris Davis.
So 2 are gone now in the Oakland half of the 7th, and that'll bring up the big-time power bat of right-handed hitter Chris Davis.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
1 ball, no strikes, the count. Now the 1-0. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and he can't hang on. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They're on top 7-2. Mike Fiers is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
50, Mike Fiers.
Ready now, Mike Yastrzemski will try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
3-0 now.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
The 3-0 pitch.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
the 3-1. And that misses ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
Now to the plate, Luke Voigt. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope. That's inside.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Now the 1-0.
Yeah.
One pitch is a curveball that misses ball 2.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
To 2-2 now.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
And he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Second baseman, Delino. Steal.
In now, Delino DeShields as he sends a soft bouncer to the right side of the infield. To second for 1, but 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball get to you much faster, so the key is making sure you field it cleanly and at least get 1, which they did there.
Fires pauses. First pitch on the way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. 2 out with the man at first. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Swung on and missed. Started to go around, but it's a called 3rd strike anyway, and that will retire the side. Stepping up to the plate, Stephen Piscotty. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
Piscotty.
From the stretch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Pitch on the way. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Yastrzemski's got it, and there's one gone.
Now batting, catcher, Austin Allen.
Ready for another chance? Austin Allen, a hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. One ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Standing in now, Ramon Laureano, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Nope.
1-1.
1-1.
2 out, nobody on. Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Count even at 2-2. Hard on the ground towards short, and that's through for a hit.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back. Into the box now, Chad Pinder. Pitch out, nothing doing. A runner on first with 2 away. That evens it up, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
the payoff pitch home. Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold the glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up and he couldn't recover in time.
So following the error, it's now runners at first and second. And stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Marcus Semien. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
Nope. Ball one.
In his career, Semien has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. A swing and a ground ball to third. Rendon has it, and the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. One hit, one error in the inning, but they wind up leaving two. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the eighth coming up. Oakland is on top in this one, 7-2. So here's Kevin Kiermaier. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
The center fielder, Kevin
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lined but speared on a hop. And the throw to first is in time, one gone.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Michael Lorenzen. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball, that's outside.
The 1-0 is taken, strike one. Hit hard on the ground towards second, right to him. And that's the second out.
now batting, right fielder, Corey Dickerson.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Corey Dickerson. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike one.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Big spot right here. Middle of the order guy is coming up. Let's see if he can extend the inning.
And Dickerson behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
The count is 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
2-2.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work.
Two ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk, but if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
In now is Anthony Rendon. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. He's set. Here it comes. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Has a look, now the pitch.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
Fires, pauses, 0-2 on its way. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Two out with the man at first. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
He's set, now the pitch.
3-2.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Here's a pop-up now, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Down the first base line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this is foul. A runner on first with 2 away. Swung on by Rendon, and this is sent to deep left. Davis going back, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 15 for him thus far, and it's now a 7-4 ball game. Of the year so far.
Number 36, now batting, catcher, Yasmani.
At the plate, Yasmani Grandal, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that one misses upstairs. 2-0. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 2-0 on the way. Is offered at and missed for the first strike.
2-1.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
That's ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
At the plate, Mike Yastrzemski. It was a walk in his last trip. He's set and the pitch.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Here it comes on 0-2. Fouled away. The next 0-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. The 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. 9th inning straight ahead. It's now 7-4. Keone Kela enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Matt Olson is at the plate as he watches ball 1. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at bat, starting right now.
All over the place to start the 9th. It's 3-0 now.
Well, ball 3, and listen, the Oakland A's right now would love to get this leadoff guy on any way they could. They would love a leadoff walk.
Here it comes, the 3-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
3-1. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
So now to the plate, Mark Canha, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Fastball just missed above the zone. 1 out, nobody on. Comes back with a fastball low, and that moves it to 3-1 now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Ball 4.
Now batter, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
So striding in, Matt Chapman hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. Kiermaier has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and one man left on. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. The A's lead this one 7-4. Liam Hendricks is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th.
Number 16, Liam Hendricks.
Striding in, Luke Voigt. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the 9th.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
The 2-1. And it's fouled away. And here's a curveball that's laid off that time. It's full 3-2.
You know, you don't always have to straight challenge a guy on a 3-2 count. With the 3-run lead, no one on base, this is the perfect situation to do it. No reason to nibble and possibly set up a big inning.
And he'll take this to the bag himself. 1 gone here in the 9th.
Second baseman, Delino.
Stepping up now, Delino DeShields. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. A little too anxious there. 1-1. Hendricks, a right-hander who stands an even 6 feet, enters the day in 3rd place among closers in All-Star fan voting, so it remains to be seen if he gets his invite to this year's festivities.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
Ready on 1-2. Skied into very shallow right. The Scotty's there for it. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
The batter, number 11, Shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Striding in once again, Bo Bichette. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat. 2 out, nobody on. And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the 9th is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
2 balls and a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
Fouled off. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Man, they came in here with a mission, and that mission is almost complete. They've won the first 3 games of this series and would love to seal the road sweep with a victory tomorrow.
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. The Athletics led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Frankie Montas earns his 5th winner of the year. Trevor Bauer was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Liam Hendricks closes the door for the save, his 19th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 7 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the home team, 4 runs on 5 hits. 1 error. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 25 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.